We take the world in by eye, mostly. We sightsee. We pull off the highway at the lookout. We climb stairs or mountains for the view. We bring back photographs so that we can look all over again at what we have traveled afar to see. Not Gordon Hempton. Gordon Hempton travels afar to listen.
The first environment I had to explore was the urban environment, and I'd go around the city and I'd record various things. Then I found that really what was worth recording was nature sound, and the remarkable thing about nature sound is it wasn't at all what I expected it to be. Sound of nature is very definitely an endangered species. Sound has a particular way of appealing to our imaginations that allow us to participate in the wilderness experience that no other sense can offer.
Gordon Hempton calls himself a sound tracker. He makes CDs to sell them, is what he does. For 10 years now, he's had his ear to the ground and the wind and the ocean and the field and the mountains. What Gordon Hempton tracks so that he can record it is the pure sound of nature itself, uncontaminated by the racket of man. What he records is not noise, but peace.
That's what the wilderness is, peace. When we compromise it with overhead aircraft, when we compromise it with passing sightseers, we've also compromised on our ability to sense peace, to relax. This machine has the ability to log the exact date and time of the sound recording.
You have heard, of course, that two heads are better than one. Gordon Hempton agrees. Here he's packing his second head, the one he calls Fritz.
Well, Fritz, bon voyage.
More about Fritz later. Gordon Hempton's about to spend 3 months in the quiet places of the earth, recording dawn.
I really wanted a sequence of songbird habitats that in some way portrayed a single dawn chorus. My plan is to record 4.5 minutes from each location. In some cases, that will be ambitious.
Fritz is in the truck already. In go bedrolls and this and that, microphones, sound meters, tape recorders of many kinds. And then come hugs from the family. Gordon Hempton will be in some distant jungle soon enough. Right now, he's headed for Rialto Beach on Washington's Olympic Peninsula, a beautiful place to see. Better than that, a beautiful place to hear.
This is, beyond a doubt, one of the finest listening beaches a person can come to. It's a spectacular place. The driftwood that we have here, it took hundreds and hundreds of years to grow them, and Lord knows where they came from, but they're wonderful benches for people to sit and enjoy the view and just listen to the marvelous surf.
Others collect shells on the beach. Gordon Hempton collects the beach itself, the music of the place. Really, we ought to pipe down ourselves and leave Gordon Hempton to his work.
Vancouver, BC, 55 degrees, wind calm. Victoria, 54 degrees, north 4. Port Angeles.
Dawn as an opportunity to sound record is particularly special. For one thing, the songbirds and other wildlife do vocalize more at dawn. I'll take a sound level reading. First, I'll take it from the creek. That's marvelous. We have a maximum sound pressure level of 65 dB, and that's a relatively loud voice. And I'll take a few steps over here and get the surf. Okay, that's 55 dB, and that's certainly very soft. And I'll get down to, and that'll take some of the high frequencies out of the surf, and we'll get a low frequency boost that'll add quite a bit of authority to the composition. So as far as the water sounds that I'm going to frame or add a foundation to the birdsong activity, that's definitely there, everything I'm looking for. Yeah, this is a binaural microphone system. It's made out of flesh density plastic, and so this is used for sound shadowing, rendering a three-dimensional image in the soundscape. So I'm able to take the listener and precisely place them in a wilderness amphitheater. And so here, as I position this microphone system, with headphones at least, the listener will be beside this driftwood log on this beach with a running creek, and hopefully, if everything goes well, our guest songbird. Now, one of the star performers that does happen in a habitat such as this is the winter wren. The winter wren is really a favorite of mine, and each one of those birds does sound differently. I'm not familiar with the winter wren that probably lives in that bush, but the one a couple hundred yards down the beach is really a fine performer. Let's hope it's his first cousin. Now what we have here is, this is a very small amphitheater, and by placing the head right in this position and getting it close to the sand, you can actually hear the low frequencies of the surf resonate inside of this chamber. This is like a musical instrument, which is what I also think of as an ear perhaps, and by listening to this ear of wood, you can get down low and you can hear the whoa, 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 of the power of the surf being interpreted by this driftwood piece, and then you can hear the splashing out of the side of the waves coming in. And by moving that head around, by positioning, you can find right here is a really wonderful experience. Right here, it's an entirely different experience. No, I don't think quite as good.
A few steps at a time, Gordon Hempton goes off around the world in search of the sounds of dawn. A singular man, all ears.